Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute to attempt this on your own, and then we're gonna do it together. The questions are from your homework, so you should have some idea कि कैसे करना है. Okay, so let x be a binomial random variable with expected value 7 and variance 2.1. And we have to find the probability first that x is equal to 4 and then x is greater than 12. Okay, so even before a, let's see, the expected value is 7. We know for binomial random variable, expected value is equal to the number of trials into the probability of success. So if this is 7 and variance of x, which we know is number of trials times probability of success times probability of failure, 0.1. From here, we can solve for q, which is 2.1 divided by n into p, which we already have, which is 7. So it's 2.1 over 7. And we know K Q is just 1 minus the probability of success because it's either success or failure. So agar probability of success is P, then probability of failure is 1 minus P. So it's 2.1 over 7, which gives P 1 minus 2.1 over 7. This comes out to be 0.7. This is our probability of success. And then we can use this and find the number of trials. N is 7 over P, which is 7 over 0.7, which should be 10. So the number of independent trials are 10. So we have these two now. And using these, we can find the first the probability Kx is equal to 4. So out of the 10 trials, 4 trials may we get success, which is probability 0.7 raised to the power 4. And then we have failure, which is 1 minus p, 0.3 raised to the power 6 for the remaining 6 trials. And this is 0.03676. Then we have probability x is greater than 12, which should be, हमें कुछ solve भी नहीं करना है, 0, because number of trial n independent trials are and they are just 10. So 12 तो हमारे पास है ही नहीं, so x cannot be 12. So this should be 0. ये वाला तो easy था. And if you guys have any question, you can just speak up or just send it in the chat box and I'll try to answer that. Skip lava. Let's move on to the next one. Again, I'll give you guys a minute to read through and try solving, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so the number of times that an individual contracts cold in a given year is a Poisson random variable with parameter lambda is equal to 3. Suppose a new wonder drug has just been marketed and reduces the Poisson parameter to lambda is equal to 2 for 75% of the population. So lambda is 2, the probability 0.75. And then for the other 25% of the population, the drug has no appreciable effect on cold. इसका मतलब उनका lambda same ही है, did not change, which is 3. If an individual tries the drug for a year and has 0 colds, so X is 0, in that time, how likely it is that the drug is beneficial for him or her? Okay, so this is conditional probability. हमें पता है कि they have given कि 0 cold हुए and we have to find the probability given this कि drug जो है वो beneficial था यानी lambda was 2 sort of. This is not formally मतलब you can write anything here कि the drug was beneficial given that X was 0. Okay, so X can be 0, 1 if the drug is beneficial, तो जिसकी probability 0.75 है and इस probability के साथ X is 0, तो we know कि it's e raised to the power minus lambda, which is minus 2 into lambda raised to the power 0 over 0 factorial, which is just 1, plus the person can also have 0 colds in the other case कि जहाँ पे drug का कोई effect नहीं था, so which the probability is 0.25, then e raised to the power minus lambda, lambda is 3 इस case में क्योंकि drug का कोई appreciable effect नहीं था. Then again, this is the given part and then we know वो बोल रहे हैं कि given this क्या probability थी कि the drug is beneficial for the person. So the drug is beneficial with the probability 0.75. This case में lambda reduce हो जाता है. So again we have e minus 2 and they had 0 colds. So again, okay, यहाँ पे lambda की जगह I can just write 2, but I haven't. Okay, let's just do that. So this should come out to be 0.8908. Okay, so I hope I was clear on how to do this, and अगर कोई question है, you guys can again ask me. For now, we can move forward to the next one. A sample of 3 items is selected at random from a box. Okay, first I think you guys should attempt it and see कि कौन सा distribution you think is working here. I'll give you guys a minute. Okay, so sample of 3 items is selected random from a box containing 20 items of which 4 are defective. तो हम 3 सेलेक्ट कर रहे हैं. सैम्पल साइज हमारा है 20 और डिफेक्टिव है उसमें से 4. Find the expected number of defective items in the sample. Okay, so please be very careful. This is not a binomial random variable because the probability is not fixed of picking a defective item, because each time you pick, probability change हो जाती है, and we know कि binomial में the probability is fixed and it's independent of, like, it's independent for every trial, so it doesn't change. So up we can do is कि यहाँ पे the expected number of defective items चाहिए हमें, तो हम 3 पिक कर रहे हैं. अब यहाँ पे पॉसिबिलिटी है कि तीनों में से 0 डिफेक्टिव है, तो which is out of the 20 we can select any 3 and we have selected all non-defective, so 16C3. 16 because 20 में से 4 जो है डिफेक्टिव हैं, तो 16 नॉन डिफेक्टिव है. And then हमने 0 पिक करना है defective, so this is this. And then we have कि हमने जो 3 पिक करे हैं उसमें से सिर्फ एक डिफेक्टिव है, which is कि हमने 16 में से 2 पिक करे जो नॉन डिफेक्टिव थे, और फिर 4 में से जो डिफेक्टिव हैं एक पिक करा, and total 20 में से 3 पिक करें कोई भी, it's in the denominator. Then we have कि हमने 2 डिफेक्टिव पिक करे, so 16 non-defective में से एक non-defective, and then 4 defective में से 2 defective, then again, and then finally कि हम 3 पिक करें और तीनों defective हैं, so it is कि हमने सारे defective वालों में से पिक कर लिए, so 4C3 16C0 over 20C3. इससे हमें probabilities मिल जाएंगी. Let's compute those. So it should be 0.491, then 0.421, 0.0842, and finally 0.00351. ये हमें probabilities मिली है, हमें चाहिए expected number of defective items. So we know कि for expected value what we do is we sum x into px for all the x's and the corresponding probabilities. तो यहाँ पे we have 0.491. इसको हम ये probability of x being 0, तो जब हम 0 से multiply करेंगे it will just be 0 plus 0.421 multiplied by 1, which would be 0.421, then 0.0842, the probability of x being 2, so 2 into 0.0842, and then finally 0.00351 into probability x is 3, so 3 into 0.00351, and we add these up and it should come out to be around . Okay, so forward for the next question, and you guys are not asking anything, so I'm assuming it's clear, but you can just stop me and ask अगर कुछ भी repeat करना है या कुछ भी unclear था. इसके अलावा let's see question number 4. It's a Poisson random variable. I think this is an easy question, and I'll give you guys like 30 seconds or so to try attempting it, and then we can just do it together. Okay, suppose that the number of accidents occurring on a highway each day is a Poisson random variable with parameter lambda is equal to 3. Find the probability that 3 or more accidents occur today. So it's just key probability x is greater than equal to 3, which is the same as the probability 1 minus which is the same as 1 minus the probability x is less than 3. So its probability x is 0 or x is 1 or x is 2. So we get 1 minus e minus 3 and then 3 to the power 0 and then divided by 0 factorial, which is just 1, and then e minus 3 into 3 because lambda is raised to the power 1 and then divided by 1 factorial, and then e minus 3 into 3 square over 2 factorial. And when we compute this, it should come out to be 0.5768. Okay. Then we have repeat part A under the assumption that at least one accident occurs today. So this is a conditional probability because we are given the fact that एक accident तो हुआ है. So we have to find x greater than 3 given that x is greater than 1. So this is probability x is greater than 1 or equal to 1 because at least to greater than equal to, and then the probability of the intersection x is greater than equal to 3 and x is greater than equal to 1. So if x is greater than equal to 3, it means x was greater than equal to 1. So iska jo intersection hai, that is just x is greater than equal to 3. So this just means that if the probability x is greater than equal to 3 includes the probability that x is greater than equal to 1. And then in the denominator again we have this. So upar wala part to this, the numerator we already computed in part A, which is 0.5768. And the probability x is greater than equal to 1 is just the probability 1 minus the probability x is 0, which is 0.5768 over 1 minus e raised to the power minus 3, then 3 raised to the power 0 is just 1. So we should be getting 0.6070. Part C is suggest a way to estimate lambda, the lambda provided here. Okay, in a real life situation. So, I don't have to write it down. It's very simple. What we can do is कि हम जाके road पे we can just check or monitor कि कितने accidents होते हैं for a long time. So maybe अच्छे खासे days, like several number of days, and then compute the daily average उस पे based. So that will be how we can estimate lambda. उसके बाद we have question number 5. And okay, so you guys can try it on your own and then we can do it together. Okay, so if you buy a lottery ticket in 50 lotteries, so N is 50, in each of which your chance of winning a prize is 1 over 100. Okay, so sub में 1 over 100 है, so it's binomial because the probability of success is fixed and independent trials. And what is the approximate probability that you will win a prize? Okay, so this can be solved using binomial, and it can also be solved using Poisson. So what we can do is use Poisson because यहाँ पे approximate मांगा हुआ है. But even if you use a binomial, that's also okay. So like अभी हम यहाँ पे attempt कर लेते हैं Poisson, and then in your homework, in your submission, if you haven't done it yet, so you can use binomial just to see कि क्या comparison है. Because our answer will be an approximate of the exact answer that you'll get using binomial. So since we know n and p, and we know कि lambda जब हम approximate करते हैं from binomial, it should be n into p, which should be half. So probability that we will win a prize at least once means, which is just 1 minus कि हम एक दफा भी नहीं जीते हैं. So this becomes 1 minus lambda is, again we know, half, so minus half, and then half raised to the power 0 is 1. So this should come out to be 0.3935. It will differ a little अगर हम binomial use करते हैं तो हमें exact पता होता. And then B में we have to find the probability that we win a prize exactly once. So x is 1 should be e raised to the power lambda minus lambda, and then lambda raised to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial, which should give us 0.3033. Then C is that we win at least twice, so greater than equal to 2, which means 1 minus probability x was either 0 or मतलब we won या तो एक दफा या we never won. So we have to find this 1 minus, for the 0 it is e minus half, and then for 1 हमने अभी ऊपर भी find किया है, it is, so this should come out to be 0.0902. अच्छा, this is just approximation again because हम Poisson use कर रहे हैं. अगर हम binomial use करेंगे तो our answers will be different from these. So like just to make it clear, we can just do one of the parts using binomial, and then the rest you'll know कि कैसे करना है. So for example, greater than 1 में we have to find the probability 1 minus 0 की probability. So it should be 1 minus, we lose all the time, like we win 0 games, so 50 में से 0 we won. The probability of winning we know is 1 over 100, but 0, and then 9 over 99, sorry, over 100 happens 50 times. So इसमें हमारा आंसर आना चाहिए 0.3949, which is 0.3950. Yeah, So you can see कि ये answer 2 decimal places तक same है, उसके बाद it's different because this is exact answer and then this one is an approximation. ठीक है? So moving on, we have question number 6. I'll again give you guys a minute and then उसके बाद we'll just do it together. Okay, so a ball is drawn from an urn containing 3 white and then 3 black balls. So total of 6 balls. And then after the ball is drawn, it is replaced and another ball is drawn. Okay, this is with replacement. The process goes on indefinitely. What is the probability that of the first 4 balls drawn? So let's say n is equal to 4. Exactly 2 are white. Probability के 2 white हैं. Let's take the probability of the picking the white ball as a probability of success. So it is 3/6, which is half. Since हर दफा ball pick करने के बाद it is being replaced, so probability of picking a white ball or probability of picking a black ball, both are fixed in all the trials. So since P is fixed in an independent trials, we know that this is a binomial random variable with sample size n जो है यहाँ पे 4 and then probability of success half. So we have to find this, which is out of 4, the 2 are white, which has a probability of half, and then the other 2 are black. So this should come out to be 3/8. And this was an easy question also. Moving on. This is the last question. And you guys can try it. Uske baad, I think this is also very easy. I'll just give you guys 30 seconds and then we can just do it together. Okay, so on a multiple choice exam with 3 possible answers for each of the 5 questions, what is the probability that a student will get 4 or more correct answers just by guessing? Probability of choosing a correct answer is fixed and independent of the other questions. So correct answer होगा probability 1/3 अगर हम guess कर रहे हैं. And we are defining success as getting the right answer on a question. So again, the probability, okay. And the number of correct answers, let's say x, is then binomial with n5 जो हमने अभी ऊपर भी लिखा है and probability 1/3. ठीक है, so this should be probability x is 4 or the probability x is 5. So x being 4 is out of the 5 question, 4 are correct and 1/3 raised to the power 4, and then probability of getting incorrect answer in any of the question is 2/3. Then 5c5, and then you get all the correct, so probability is 1/3 raised to the power 5. This should come out to be 0.04527. ठीक है, this is it for tutorial 7. इसके अलावा if you guys have any question in the homework or otherwise जिसमें कोई problem है या कुछ समझना है या कुछ पूछना है, so you can ask me, I'm here. And I'll stop the recording and I'll upload it on YouTube so you can go over this.